Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you very much for joining me here today. I hope you're having an amazing day. We're going to take a quick look at Iotx, and before we do, just peek over at Bitcoin really quick, just so you understand kind of what's going on there. We've had a pretty solid amount of growth in the past 4 days from Bitcoin. So green days cause the market to kind of recover, right? A lot of coins have been pushed down really hard, and now they're ready to ramp back up. And with some stability in Bitcoin, we're looking to be in much better shape there. Higher highs, higher lows. We're up over the 200-day set moving average. On the 4-hour chart, we're testing the 200-day as we speak. It even wouldn't be a problem if the price were to come down a little bit further here for Bitcoin and to bounce off of our key level support here right around 49,000. So we're looking at a pretty good situation here. If our next low is higher than 49,000, we're going to be in good shape to see a continuation to the upside throughout the weekend. So all good stuff here for Bitcoin. I really like what I see here so far. Now, taking a look at Iotx, just before we do, obviously, I just want to let you know, if you're not if you're new to the channel, right, and just know I'm not a financial advisor. This is my job, my full-time job, and I love teaching people how to trade, right? So I've been doing this for over 15 years, and I can assure you that you're in good hands. I hope you'll learn a thing or two here today, and if you want more of an in-depth dive, I've got a trading community, and I'm rolling out with the Trading Academy next month as well. A series of in-depth videos help you become a better trader, every step of the way to make sure you know exactly what you're doing. But if you want to develop a better relationship with my community and myself, feel free to reach out and let me know if that's something that you're interested in. But for now, why don't we go ahead and focus on the important thing here, which is Iotx. And what we can see, first of all, is that the one-day chart, we can kind of see the 50-day set moving average working as a potential resistance. Okay, the 200 is working behind, of course, that's no problem. But the understanding here is that we kind of see that as a potential rejection, and it might have some trouble passing that in the near future. Once it gets past, though, that could work as a support and keep pricing, pushing the price action up higher. What we're looking at, though, obviously, and this is really important, I saw this earlier, is that we're up over the 50 on the RSI. That's a key level resistance that we've broken through, which is essentially synonymous with 13.68 cents. So right around 13 cents is that resistance that we're past now. Keep in mind it's not official because the one-day candlestick hasn't closed yet. We want that to work as a support. Now we'll look at a smaller time frame to identify if that is essentially going to be a good support or not. It could have bounced off that. We can't see on the one-day chart just yet. But if the one-day candle can close above that, we'll be in really good shape to see a continuation of the upside throughout the weekend. Okay, so that's ultimately what I like to look for initially on the macro with the one-day chart. Now looking at the 4-hour, you can kind of see the price pushed up, came back down, pushed up again, and came down to almost test that support level. Okay, so we can kind of reaffirm the fact that 13.68 cents is a likely support level at this point. We're up over the 200-day set moving average, and the 50 is going to intersect eventually. And what's nice about that is, the 50 works as a golden cross when it intersects with the price action, when it intersects with the 200 on the upward fashion. Okay, so it's very similar to a MACD convergence in a lot of ways, where that pushes the price up inevitably. So we could even see a further surge from Iotx in that regard. Now, right now we're up over 70 on the RSI, coming back down to taper off. If you've watched my RSI video, you'll know that the best time to take profit is usually closer to when the RSI comes back down on the 4-hour chart, specifically closer to 70. Not to say you have to do that right now, it depends on your overall position, what your goals are, but if you were to have just say a swing trade position open or a short-term day trade, you might want to consider taking some profit before it drops below. Now, not to say it's going to, I think 13.68 cents is a very good support level, but just note that that's kind of the traditional ways in which you should take profits without these complementing factors. Now, taking a look here, let's go ahead and see if there's anything else going on with the actual TD sequential. We can see we're at an 8 right now. So consolidation is inevitable, right? We want to hopefully see the price continue sideways from here. Because if you see previously, it came up to a 9, consolidated nicely, came down to a 6, and now we're back up to an 8. So if we don't have a nice, healthy sideways action here, just say for no less than 12 to 24 hours, then we could see the price come down further based on the fact that it could lose this support level here in regards to just a simple fact that it didn't have enough time to calm down, okay? It keeps pushing up too high, too fast, we could see a retracement, okay? So again, healthy continuation is important. This is a very healthy process where it came up and over, down, and up again. So if it does the same thing, we'll be just fine, right? To keep working our way up. That's ultimately what we want to look for. But for right now, not terrible shape. It's just a little bit on the overextended side or soon to be overextended on the midterm. Now looking at the micro, let's go ahead and see kind of what happened here. We got a pretty significant sharp increase here. That was approximately a 12% boost in about 2 hours. So it makes sense it retraced a little bit and came back up and tried again. So this is ultimately a good sign. We just need to get some consolidation here right around 13 13.68 cents. Let's go ahead and see what TD Sequential is telling us. We got a reset. Really nothing much to note here. How about Ichimoku Cloud? We're still looking good here as well. So we've got all good signs right now to tell us that we don't necessarily want to close our position because it could continue upwards. We just need to be mindful of the fact that we're kind of at an 8 on TD Sequential on the 4-hour. So unless we get a little bit of consolidation here soon, we might see the price kind of drop or kind of lose momentum. Okay, I think it'll continue to progress upwards based on what I see here so far. We've got a decent amount of consolidation right at support. Ichimoku Cloud is telling us we don't want to close our position just yet, and the micro, or correction, the macro, the big picture, the 1-day chart is looking also very good. So if we can get Bitcoin to break above that key level resistance of the 200-day simple moving average on the 4-hour chart, we'll be in pretty good shape to see a leg up here from Iotex, especially if we can break 52,300, a very strong resistance level potentially right now for Bitcoin, which is a Fibonacci retracement line. So all in all, I like what I see here from Iotex. I do think we're in good shape, but ultimately at this point, I'd just be mindful of the fact that the price could consolidate closer to 13.68 cents. So maybe just consider adding to your position right around there. And obviously, again, depending on your big picture, I think that we should expect to see a larger increase. Now, here is a community. We have a swing trade position open right now, and our profit target is right around 19 cents. So I'm confident we're going to be able to hit that target, but I don't want to see that happen today or tomorrow, right? I want the price to increase progressively over the next few days. I do not want to see another one of these here where we get a 163% increase in a 24-hour period. That doesn't do anyone any good when the price just comes straight down from there, right? So Iotx needs to kind of, I wouldn't say pull its head out of its ass, but make sure it doesn't do something stupid again, because every time it comes up, it has the same exact pattern. It's a shot straight up, a nice parabolic increase like some people really like. I don't like those. I prefer not to have that. I want a healthy continuation staircase pattern. So for the love of anything that's holy and awesome and good in this life, let's just get a nice continuation, right? I'm okay with Iotx being back up over 25 cents in the next month if we get there comfortably, but I don't want to see that tomorrow, okay? Just know if that were to be the case, you set profit targets that are realistic between now and then, right? And preferably set your profit targets in a healthy range, oftentimes just below major Fibonacci retracement levels. And I think you can maximize your benefit that way. So setting multiple profit targets is very important. That's also something I teach in my trading academy, and I can tell you that it's important in the sense that you know what you're getting out of it, right? You're not just arbitrarily jumping into the market and jumping out when you want to. You have a sense of structure and good risk tolerance. Those are all foundational skills you need to develop as soon as possible if you don't already have that presently, okay? So just, again, something to be mindful of. Set multiple profit targets, set a trailing stop loss, and just let it go. You set your parameters and don't change that. Try not to waffle too much, okay? Anyways, that's kind of how that works. Same thing in life, right? If you're going to have life goals, you can't just consistently change the goals. Of course, you would need to adapt, but for the most part, if you're going to shoot for something, you shoot for it and you stick to your target, right? That's how it works, and that's how trading is too. All right, enough rambling. Thank you so much for listening here. I hope you learned something here today, of course. More to come. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Happy holidays, and we'll talk to you soon. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you.